Here we go. Let's play this one. It's going to have the wrong time on there, 11 a.m. Central, but it's 10 a.m. Central. And maybe a little bit, Seb, maybe a little bit. So to the new people, okay, and to everybody else who hasn't been here in a while, what I'm going to show you today is exactly to the T, what you're going to tell a new member, okay? What makes this business work is you guiding people through two things. Every single person gets a little bit of buyer's remorse when they first sign up. Everybody gets a little bit of anxiety when they first sign up. They're excited, they've got anxiety, they don't know what to do. And because of that emotional state that they're in, here's what's really crazy. Probably 50% of people don't even read their welcome email, okay? And it's funny because some people come into this room, and how do you get in this room? You get in this room because we sent you an email, right? And they come in this room and they go, well, I never got my welcome email, which it's funny because the welcome email comes off the same platform, which is the same platform that gets you to this conference room. So we know that they got their welcome email. But again, it's very typical of human nature to be a little excited, a little apprehensive, a little buyer's remorse, excited, a whole whirlwind of emotions at the same time. And when you're in that kind of heightened state, it's hard to get somebody to pay attention. So this presentation is exactly what you need to tell people. What makes this business work? Mike, you want to tell Victoria I am busy? I'm on a webinar, dude. I'm closing that up. Sorry, guys, staff starts pinging me and stuff like that. This is what you need to know. Now, the biggest limiting belief of starting a business is people think they need to know everything before they can make a profit. Nothing is further from the truth, okay? If you're specialized in a job, okay, if you're an engineer and you're paid to help construct buildings, you need specialized knowledge. Good examples of that, Richard Branson, okay? He owns an airline company, Virgin Airlines. He's not a pilot. He doesn't know how to fix a plane, but he knows how to structure himself to make a profit. And believe me, he doesn't want to know how to fix a plane. He probably doesn't want to know how to fly a plane, so on and so forth. I run a technology company, okay? I also run a health and wellness company. Health and wellness, I know a lot about, okay? Technology, I don't. I don't know how this software was made, but it's our software. I don't know the details of how the autoresponder was made, but it's our autoresponder. We have video streaming services. How it works behind the scenes, I don't know, and it doesn't matter, okay? It really doesn't matter. So the first limiting belief you're going to have is, oh, I need to know all about the health and wellness. Now, is it good to be educated? Sure. But is it stopping you from getting to the next level? Absolutely not. So number one, what are we? Well, we are a couple of things. We are a health and wellness company, okay? Our messaging is simple. People, we are in an obesity epidemic, absolute obesity epidemic, for two reasons. People don't eat enough protein and people lack dietary fiber, okay? 97% of us do not have enough fiber in our body, and there's a very easy way of increasing your fiber, okay? Now, it looks like because I'm at the start of this call, I'm trying to pitch you on our fiber. What I want to do is show you that I do what you guys do, which allows me to keep a six-pack year-round. Now, I do about 15 fiber caps first thing in the morning, okay? You can do it twice a day, 3 times a day, maybe 5 caps 3 times a day. I do it in the morning because I know that later in the day I forget. Now, look at those caps relative to my thumb. They're very tiny. I'm going to put these in my mouth. Lots of water. Water to chase it down, because what happens with fiber, folks, it expands to 50 times its size. You do that in the morning, everything else you eat for the day is going to take longer to digest. The longer it takes to digest, the more full you feel. The more full you feel, the less you eat. It's that simple. The other thing is to increase your protein, okay, to 1 to 2 grams per pound of body weight. This is when people are looking to get that beach body look. Okay, this is where most people fall short. I need a bit more water. Sorry, guys. You really want to make sure that stuff gets in your stomach and doesn't expand in your esophagus. Okay? Boost your energy with our Elevate. Our new Elevate Extreme is coming out, and do your 7-minute workouts. Folks, I'm 46 and a half years old. I'm approaching my 47th year. This is a system that I've been following for the better. I've been training for 36 years. Been following this system for the better of probably 28 to 29 years. The first 5 years, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and so on and so forth. So that's number one. We're a health and wellness company. We're helping people to eliminate diabetes, obesity, heart disease, stroke, all these chronic illnesses, chronic inflammation. What are diseases of chronic inflammation? Well, you've got rheumatoid arthritis, you've got Sjogren's, you've got fibromyalgia. These are all diseases of chronic inflammation, even cancer. Cancer is shown to be one of the causes of chronic inflammation, okay? And so that's the first part. We are on a mission to give people the proper education to help save lives. Asthma, absolutely, Carrie. There's a perfect one. Perfect one. Asthma is definitely chronic inflammation and so forth, okay? Emphysema, chronic inflammation from smoking for years and years and years and years, okay? So that's part one. Now, here's the thing. If you're healthy, but you're working 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week, 100 hours a week, you're stressed out to the max, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You're going to start to lose your health. You're going to start to lose your sanity. You're going to start to lose your sense of well-being and relaxation and freedom. So we also give you all the tools that you need to create true time freedom through business automation. Done for you lead generation system, done for you through True Business in the Box. Yep, COPD, not CPOD, but I think, Lawrence, I know what you mean. COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is an inflammation disease as well. So here's the thing. What do I mean by done for you automation? Well, this morning I sent out an email. There's 80 of you here right now. It would take me, how long, if you guys wanted to prospect, give me an estimation. If you wanted to prospect 80 people by phone, get 80 people's attention by phone, one-on-one, how long would it take you? Probably a full 80-hour week. Hours and hours and hours. I'm able here, and you are able here, to talk to as many people as you want, and it's highly engaging. You guys know I'm real. You know this isn't pre-recorded. You know that I'm really sitting in my office here. It's a little bit of a cloudy day, and it gives you a sense of well-being. It gives you a sense of security. It gives you a sense of, hey, this company's real. These are real people. This is one of the software tools that you get. Now, how did I get you to this conference room? I used our autoresponder. You guys got an email this morning, and based on your decision, you decided to log in. Here's what's super cool. That's called passive, not aggressive, right? I sent you an email. You made the conscious decision and choice to join us. That's how you're supposed to do network marketing. You're coming to this conference room because you're like-minded. I know you want to be here, okay? So those are just some of the examples of what you get access to. And again, this is exactly all you need to know and have to say to your new team members. So like I already said, there's no point in being perfectly healthy if you're unhappy, and there's no point in having a ton of money and freedom if you're physically ill. That's why we're combining health and wellness with business automation, okay? What makes Now Lifestyle different than anyone else? Here's the other thing. We do all your advertising for you, all of it, okay? You need to invest in our co-ops. We can't do the advertising for free. Advertising costs money, but if you started a restaurant, a bar, now that doesn't mean you can do this on a zero budget. I'm going to explain to you the transparent two ways to build this business, okay? Very transparent. The other thing I'm going to do, I keep it very honest, okay? There's work involved. Yep, there's work involved. Work involved, right? So what do you tell people? Here's what you tell people. Some person just joined your team, okay? This is where the technology comes in. So let's say Bob joins my team. You say, Bob, I want you to go to nowlifestyle.com. I want you to click on the login button, okay? If you don't remember your username and password, there's a live chat button there. Click the live chat and get your username and password. Now, you should remember your username and password if you signed up today or yesterday. I want you to log in. Once you log in, what I want you to do is watch the video on the dashboard, okay? If I showed you how to log in, here's what you always use. If I, would you? If I, would you, right? Teacher guides you, but you still have your homework, okay? People, and I want you to stop right here for a sec, get your full attention. People who demand that you go through all of it with them on the phone will not make it, okay? There's no business on the planet where you can't be self-ambitious, self-reliant, and accountable. Self-ambitious, self-reliant, and accountable, okay? If they go, oh, no, I want you to log in. Show me. No, Bob. That's why and then you use a little bit of a reverse. Bob, this is why this business works. We talk about time freedom. Now I'm joining 5 to 7 new members a day. If I had to walk through every step with them, it would take me all day. Bob, is that leverage and time freedom? No, we're leveraging technology. So here's the truth for you, Bob. If you're unwilling to be accountable and watch the videos on your own, you're not going to make it. Now, Bob, as you start to build a team, would you rather that your team is self-reliant, ambitious, and accountable, and they do what you tell them to do, which is log in and watch the videos? That's the key, folks. You don't need to know everything. I don't know everything. I know pretty much 99% of the health and wellness, but the technology side, I don't know. I don't care. It just works. Okay? So the videos are going to walk you through the step process of what you need to do. We will do all your advertising for you. Okay? So we're running, here's the other, so let me tell you how this business is built. It's built in 2 ways, with paid advertising or by working in your local market with people who are already involved or believe in this industry, okay? You're gonna have aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers who already want to work from home. That's the people. Now, how do you get those people involved? Ask them to come to one of these webinars. That's it. Or ask them to create a free account. Or use the unique selling proposition. Bob, or let's say Bob joins and Bob has a sister, Tracy, and Tracy's involved in another company. You say to this, hey, Tracy, how's your business going? Of course, it's always going good. They tell you, they train you to say it's going good. That's awesome, Tracy. How many leads and sales did the company generate for you last month? And they're going to say, well, what do you mean? Well, our company generates leads and sales for us. We just have to work with those team members. Really? Yes. Could you please come on a webinar with a company that's growing internationally in over 100 countries? So what we do, I don't want you to be just like, a lot of things. You need to know the basics. The basics you're learning right here, right now. That's all you need to know is we're showing you how we're generating you leads. So if you read this ad copy, you'll see that it's centered around getting fit and getting paid and working from home, okay? So we do ads for the men. We do family ads like this one. We do female ads like this one, okay? Now, these ads, when people respond to them, they fill out a form. When they fill out this form, it generates you a lead in your members area, of which you're going to get an email when you get a lead, of which you're going to be able to email those people when you get a lead, okay? Here's how leads work. No matter what you're buying, whether it's a car or a house or an opportunity or a supplement, it doesn't matter. Everybody starts as skeptical. They see your ad about 7 times, then they go from skeptical to skeptical curious. I remember seeing this before. What's the number one thing you think, folks? Think back before becoming a member of Now Lifestyle or seeing ads on the internet. What's the number one thing that you see when you see the same ad again and again for weeks and weeks and sometimes months on end? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Give me an answer, please. Exactly. Must be working. Seb's always here. So it's working. And so they go from skeptical to, maybe it is working, skeptical, curious. At that skeptical, curious point, they create a free account. Here's where the work starts for you, okay? Once you generate a lead, follow up, say hello, follow up. By them talking to possibly a real person, which is you. Now, some of them won't reach back, some will. Just keep doing it. Now, thankfully, most people aren't like this, but this is the honest to God truth. I moved from Canada 11 years ago. Once or twice a month, there's somebody from my hometown who joins our team and goes, Joel, I've been following you forever. I love the inspiration. I love the positive energy. Now was the right time in the right place. I joined your team. Okay. Now, hopefully, obviously, we'd all be piss poor broke if it took years and years and years or a decade for somebody to join your team. But the point is, again and again, and repetitiveness. When you're repetitive, what happens is it creates consistency. When you create the consistency, people appreciate that. They're like, man, I want to be on this person's team because they're consistent and they're hard workers and they're willing to work. Okay. So they become your raving fan when you talk to them. Okay. If you can, by email, by chat, by Skype, by Facebook, by any means that you can. Okay. You'll get an email that says, you have a personal now lifestyle downline sign up. Okay. Personal means they came in because of your efforts or because of your advertising. The other emails you get are a non-personal downline sign up. Those are my favorite. A non-personal downline sign up means somebody on your team joined somebody up. When somebody on your team joins somebody up, that's true passive residual income for a lifetime. That's real leverage. Remember, I talked about leverage and time freedom. You have to follow up again and again and again and again. Some will, some won't, so what, okay? So you get an email that looks like this, and it gives you all their information, okay? All their information right there. See the draw tools working better. That's really awesome. Thank you, Constantine, if you're in the room. I see the draw tools working better. That's amazing. So you're going to get their information. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. These people created an account saying, yes, I want to hear from somebody. If you don't follow up with them, that's really bad business practice, okay? So let's go past this. Here's where I like to render things realistic too. If you look at this slide here, okay? Right there. Right there. Sorry, I kind of scribbled that out. And right there, okay? It takes an average of 407 visitors to get one sale. Oh my God. Can you imagine how many days and weeks of work that is if you're going to do it for free? No. But we generate over 200,000 unique visitors every single day. What do most people do? And I told you, this business, let's look at number 3 just for a second. I'm kind of loving this draw tool because it's working well today. This business, okay, this business right here is built in 2 ways. It's built with your warm market. Now, again, don't believe in somebody's potential. Here's another thing that people make mistakes on, okay? They think because their Uncle Bob is the best damn car salesman in their town, he's the best salesman in the world, they believe in his potential. The problem is this: Bob loves selling cars. End of story. So many people, but Bob, you'd be so good at this. Bob doesn't give a shit. Bob wants to sell cars. Okay? So don't believe in people's potentials. Work with people who go, you know what? I want to work from home. So that's the key. If I would you, okay? So you're going to build this business with your warm market who believe in this industry and or paid advertising. You can do free advertising, but what's your time worth, okay? So we generate over 200,000 unique visitors a day with our advertising, so we can generate you a sale with every 407 visitors to the site, okay? So some will, some won't, so what? Here's what you say. You want to learn people's why. Why are they doing this? Why they want to change, okay? You finally get a hold of somebody. What do you say? Hi, how can I help you? That's it. They are now going to give you their why. Their why is usually one of 2 things. They already make really good money, but they're working 80 hours a week and they never see their family. They're tired of the grind. They're stressed out. Or they're not making enough money and they're living paycheck to paycheck, and that's stressing them out, okay? No matter what their why is, your job, write this down. Your job is not to sell anybody. Your job is to create rapport. The quickest and fastest way to create rapport with any human being, okay, this is part of neuro-linguistic programming, Okay, this is subconscious. The quickest way for you to build rapport with somebody is to validate just about anything that they say. Okay, so if Bob's why is because he never sees his family, this is what you say: Bob, man, I totally understand. My kids are teenagers now, and by the time they hit about 8 or 9 years old, it was just a flash. It was gone. I'm like, where did that time go? So I totally get, it's so much nicer to be able to spend more time with our family. You also validate their concerns because they're going to have some. Man, I don't know if I can do this. Bob, I understand. In fact, most people have anxiety when they start any business, right? It's something new. We're programmed that way. But let me tell you this. I had the same anxiety and the same issues with you that you have. But let me tell you, Bob, I'm going to show you where to log in. And if I show you where to log in, will you watch the videos? Once you watch the videos, set up your lead capture system, then start generating traffic. And Bob, we are saving lives. Increase your fiber, increase your protein, do your high intensity training. Your life's going to change forever. What do most people do? Okay, this is how to kill rapport. What do most people do? I'm really, really nervous about network marketing. Oh, don't be nervous about that. This is really, really easy, right? Boom, your rapport's dead. You've killed it instantly. Always validate their concern. Don't put it down. I want a yes in the text chat. Never, never, never discredit their concerns. Ever. Okay? Ever. Always validate the concern and create rapport through questions and listening. Good. Okay? That's the difference. You're here to build rapport with people who want to work from home. That's it. Okay? Does our system work? Yes. Mike Reed lost 103 pounds. Suzanne Karsek lost 75 pounds. Bailey Strand totally transformed his body in 2 months. Danielle Ackerman totally transformed her body in 2 months, becoming one of our biggest ambassadors to date. Ryan Tither totally transformed his body in 2 months. And that's it. Let's talk about how you get paid. Okay? Here's what's really cool. You get 50% residual commissions on anybody that you bring in from your advertising or your efforts. It means with 2 people, you're breaking even. You can't start a lemonade stand. You can't start anything and have 2 customers and break even. But we go above and beyond that. In addition, so if you get 3 people, you're in profit. If you get 4 people, you're in profit. But there's leverage team building commission. We pay out up to 90% back to you. Okay, this is how the other part works. Now, remember what I told you at the start, limiting beliefs. You don't need to understand how the binary works, just know that it works. So for every 2 people you have on one side and 4 people you have on the other, pays you up to $20, okay? It's been averaging lower because we started our VIP membership to everybody. We're going to be increasing the VIP membership to $19.97. We're going to test that out versus $9.97. So today's probably the last day you can get in for $10, okay? But every time you have 4 people and 4 on one side and 2 on the other, you're going to get paid $20. And every time that happens, so if you have 40,000 on one side and 80,000 on the other, if you have 200,000 on one side and 100,000 on the other, it doesn't matter. You get paid to infinity. This is the part you need to understand, okay? Most companies, you get paid in levels. What happens if you only pay down 7 levels? Level 8 and below, from that point on, you don't get paid. You get paid on infinite amount of levels because you don't get paid on levels, you get paid on sales volume. You make money in exactly the same way that the company does. If your downline grows, you make more money. If our revenue grows as an organization, we make more money. Does that make sense? That's all you need to know. As your team grows below you, you make more money, whether you're involved or you're not, okay? That's the most important part. And here's what's cool. You might be really building this and you find a heavy hitter who joins on your level 300. You will make the same amount of money as that person on level 300 as if they were on your level 2. Why? Because it doesn't matter. It never cuts off. You get paid on sales volume. Just like as an organization, we might say, once we hit $100 million, that's it. No more sales. Ridiculous, right? Hell no. Let's go to 200 million, 300 million. Let's go to $1 billion. If we go to $1 billion, is it fair for us to cut off your revenue if you're a big part of that $1 billion? No. You get paid. If the company's growing, you're growing. Okay. If your downline's growing, you're growing. That's the key to this compensation plan. It's awesome. Here's the best part. We take care of all the support, all the help desk, all the telephone calls. We take care of all your marketing tools, conversions. We build your websites for you. We take care of all the product software updates and development. We take care of all the shipping and handling of our supplements. All you need to do is get out there and talk to people in your warm market who love this industry, or invest in our co-op advertising. That's it. That's it. Okay. When I got started online, I'm going to share a little bit of a story with you because I want to manage your expectations. I started in 1997. In 1997, there was no YouTube. There was no conferencing software. There was none of this. Like nil, zero, nada. There was no videos to watch to learn how to do things. Why? It was a 36 or a 56K dial-up. Anybody here remember, old enough as me to remember what a dial-up modem was? You know, you connect to AOL and ding, 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 dong, ding, ding, right? They couldn't have videos then, okay? So I started in 97. It took me 2 years to make my first sale for $9.97. Believe me, in those 2 years, I wanted to give up hundreds, if not 1,000 times. Now we're approaching about $260 million later in revenue, okay? Not in my pocket, but $260 million in revenue later from that time frame. And I pat myself on the back, honestly, for not giving up. How many people, what percentage of people would give up if they didn't make money in their first 2 years? I'm not saying that's going to happen to you because it's easier now. How many people would give up? Almost 100%. I would say 99.99%. Aren't you guys all glad I didn't give up? 2 years to make a sale for $9.97. 2 years. But here's the thing. I was able to give it that effort because I was smart enough to know that I have to have my basic bills paid for, okay? I needed to put food on the table. I needed to get my mortgage paid for. But believe me, I lived lean. True story. I was still into fitness at that time. True story, okay? I'm not saying you need to do this, but this is what I did. I didn't have any money. You know what I used to do to get my protein in? I would buy cans of tuna. This is a true story. You're going to vomit. I used to buy cans of tuna because back then a can of tuna was 69 cents. And one can of tuna was about 35 grams of protein. So I would take 2 cans of tuna, stick it in a blender. That would give me 70 grams of protein, and put some orange juice in there, blend it up, and drink it. I kid you not, swear on my children's lives. Now, I'm not asking you to blend up tuna in a blender. What I'm asking you is to do whatever it takes to reach your goals and never give up. I did whatever it took to get where I am right now. Whatever it took. And that's what it takes. Whatever it takes, be realistic, have your backup plan, make things happen. That's the key to your success. Okay? So you can join us right now at nowlifestyle.us. Okay? You have to do whatever it takes and be realistic to build a good business. Don't be coin operated. This is a business. Folks, even at the new price point that we're setting at $19.97 a month, somebody even in India can afford that price point. Okay? They can afford it. And that's what we want. We want this to be an affordable, beautiful, awesome, amazing opportunity anywhere in the world. That's awesome, Rose. I'm glad you're feeling better. Folks, you're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to be up till 3 o'clock in the morning going, fuck, why is Joel making money and others making money and I'm not? I know, because I was there. And damn it, I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I got to go back to my job. And it would stab me in the heart. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to work. I want a business. And then I'd wake up the next day and I'd feel better. Okay? Yeah, well, exactly, Carrie. Carrie says people who say they can't afford it need it the most. But here's something very surprisingly, Carrie. is there's some people who there's some people who can't afford it and it's really a mental mind block. It's just like, hey, don't go to McDonald's, right, for the month. And then surprisingly, there's some people who really can't afford it. Like here's the perception of some people, even top engineers. We've had engineers contact us and go, I just lost my job. I have an $800,000 mortgage. I need to make $7,000 a month. So I joined your company and I'm hoping this helps. You keep hoping because it ain't going to happen. Okay? It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. You cannot build a business of any sort under tremendous financial pressure. You'll make mistakes. You'll get angry. You'll get upset. You'll get anxiety. You'll get all these negative emotions. And when those negative emotions occur, guess what? You hate building a business. Anything you hate, you're going to give up on. That's it. That's all. Okay? I worked lean. I ate tuna in a blender, but I knew in my heart my bills were getting covered. And that was the most important thing. I knew that we were safe. I knew there was a roof over our head. I knew that I could take the time I needed to make this happen. Okay? No, that's it's not about it. It's Demo Dash. Don't worry about that. That's us, the first step of the process, Michael. If you need a better explanation, that's fine. They're real people. I'll do a video explaining the process. Okay, it's because I didn't finish step 2, but many do. Okay, so anyway, folks, take massive imperfect action. Have a realistic budget. Have your backup plan. Never give up, and understand every time you get frustrated and you wake up the next day, it's a little bit better. Yeah, go ahead, Michael. Please, folks, though, not individual questions like, hey, is my email on file still there? Or what status do I have? I can't do that right now. Yeah, absolutely. Email as much as you can. Okay, that's a good question. Okay, that's fine. You can, again, that's more technical. But the key is, take massive imperfect action. If you're just writing an email that doesn't have a logo in it, so what? At least you're doing it. Okay. We're creating a new newsletter builder that's going to make it easier for you to add your images and add stuff. That's our next step because we just finished our page builder. So we're going to take the technology of the page builder, which is drag and drop, and put that into the newsletter builder. Okay. So that's coming where it'll be easier and stuff like that. Okay. Susan, yeah, like Susan's obviously way more advanced talking about Imager and using images from there. Susan, we're going to be changing the newsletter builder in the email marketing and the autoresponder to where it's all right there. They just upload a picture and they're done. And we're going to have templates and they're done. That's where we're heading. But thank you for that. I can tell you're much more advanced than most. So anyway, folks, that's the key. Love you all. Have an awesome holiday. I'll probably see you again tomorrow because I love doing this. Have an awesome, wonderful, amazing day. And I'll see you again tomorrow. I hope this was inspirational, educational. And remember, like I said at the start of this webinar, if you logged in late, I'll put up a replay. However, what I showed you today is all you need to know. Tell your team to log in, watch the videos, and that's how you create true duplication. Have an awesome day, folks. Love you all, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.